Good afternoon. Sid Rayford back with Bear Creek Community Church self-defense tips for the day. And so often people will ask me what it is that we teach. When they hear that we teach karate and things like that, they have a negative viewpoint of what we might be teaching, the UFC, MMA, the things that they see on TV. Competitive martial arts is the picture they have in their mind, and that's not it at all. And so what I want to do with today's tip is to share with you what it is that we do in self-defense and what our philosophy on self-defense really is. And so the first thing that we teach and that I would like you to understand is that we start with conversation in self-defense. We try to tame the beast. And if we can talk with an individual, maybe an understanding can be achieved. Maybe there was a misunderstanding, but let's face it, wars over centuries have been fought over the fact that communications have broken down. So we try to communicate, and the longer that you try to communicate, the more you get a crowd will gather. You might notice that people will show up with cell phones and what they need to hear you saying while the voices are escalating and the body language is changing. They need to hear you saying that you don't want an escalation, that you don't want to fight. Witnesses need to be there and hear you say these things, because later on you may need those witnesses to verify that you tried to avoid a physical confrontation. And so the next thing that we do is we try to relocate, try to get away from there, try leaving the scene and seeing if that can resolve the conflict and prevent a physical conflict. And if you can, get away from there. Some people say live to fight another day. I just say live another day. That's another day that I may not be getting incarcerated for getting into a fight. And because that can happen. You are responsible, even if it's self-defense, you are responsible for what you do to other people. And of course, the last choice that we have, of course, is the physical confrontation. And we try at all costs to avoid that thing. But if we have no choice, then we need to act, and act quickly, act with devastation. And you have to decide in an instant whether or not you're going to be victorious or are you going to be a victim. That's entirely up to you. That's what the ongoing training is all about. We have to train to develop the will to execute. Okay? You may have a lot of knowledge in your mind, but if you don't have in here the will to execute, your knowledge does you no good. So ongoing training is how the habits of self-defense are created, and your chances are increased of not being a victim. So I hope this better helps you understand what it is exactly that we do teach. It's not the ground and pound. It's not to go looking for fights. It's actually to avoid it at all costs. We look forward to getting back with you tomorrow. We'll have some more physical tips for you, some exercises. And until then, God bless you. Have a great day.